Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Is there a need to clap?
Why don't clap?
That's the whole point.
I thought we just here to talk cock sing song.
Hi everyone.
Hey everyone.
Alright, let's get straight to the topic. Right, start now.
We need an intro. Welcome to
What
another
intro?
episode.
Okay, forget it. Let's go to the topic.
Okay, so what's the topic now?
Do you have it? OCD
Have what?
or phobia?
OCD phobia.
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
Do you all have it?
Dun, 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 dun.
I think I might have it. I'm not sure. Ivan?
Okay, what kind of phobia or the kind of phobia that you're not sure about?
I feel like I got a fear of spiders because I'm actually quite scared of spiders.
Okay, so is there a term for it?
Spider or fiber?
Arachno. Spider. Okay. Anyways, I think I might have a fear of spiders. Arachnophobia.
Yeah, it is
Arachnophobia.
weird
Okay,
word
okay.
phobia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ivan, what about you?
Okay, I think I have trypophobia.
Trypophobia.
Yes.
Wait, isn't that the fear of holes?
What kind of hole?
What holes?
Okay, basically
holes,
just circles.
Dots, holes.
Yes, many
Tong,
circles.
tong,
like
tong.
tons of circles.
Now I need to ask, what kind of holes? What do you mean by tong? Which tong?
Just holes in general.
Yeah.
Hole. Like,
Hole.
but
Okay, maybe like those kind of lotus.
Lotus?
but
Lotus.
Okay, you know what?
okay,
Back
okay.
to the topic.
Wait, let's don't stop talking about holes.
So anyways, CT, what's your
What
phobia?
about you, CT? Do you have any?
Oh, do you have a phobia?
I don't think I got phobia, but I have fears.
Fears.
Yeah, like I
Okay.
afraid of like cockroaches.
Okay.
But it's a fear. It's not. I don't consider it a phobia.
Wait, isn't a fear
a phobia? So are you saying that a fear and a phobia is different?
There's a big difference between fear and phobia.
Yes.
Okay, so fear, right? When people are in fear, their brain will trigger a fight or flight response. But as a phobia, right? People when they got triggered by their phobia, they will have a mental breakdown. It's not a normal response, so it actually, in a way of saying, will affect their daily life. People with certain phobia, right? Y'all want to name a few? A phobia, maybe.
like the arachnophobia,
Fear of heights?
acrophobia,
Acrophobia. Fear of heights.
claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia. Okay, so people with certain phobia, right, like they will spend their entire life, right, avoiding getting triggered. Let's say the fear of spiders. So maybe they will, how do I put it? Like, don't go to, like,
Go to areas that have a lot of spiders.
yeah, they will avoid going to places that they think they may see a spider.
The zoo.
So they will be paranoid because when they saw their trigger, they will get anxiety and maybe panic attack.
Wait, so basically what my so-called phobia is actually more of a fear than a phobia instead lah. Since I'm just scared of spiders mah.
Yeah, if you just see something that you are scared of and then you don't suffer from any panic attack, and it's actually normal lah. I mean, everyone have their fears.
Okay, so so what you're trying to say that if like currently now I have fears for circles.
Holes.
Circles.
Holes.
So if
Wait, which holes?
one day I see circles or holes and I have
Repeated
panic attack.
pattern. Okay, if you trigger a panic attack and anxiety issue, right, you may consider that you have a phobia.
Okay, so how do I actually go and confirm whether is it a real phobia for me?
I mean, one thing you can always see a psychiatrist if you feel that it's not normal lah.
Wow,
Like if you
psychiatrist.
feel
Expensive,
that,
yeah.
yeah, true
Where
lah.
got
But
money?
you can go to, there's some helpline that maybe you can call for counselling, or maybe you can go look for, I don't know, where can you find counsellors?
In Singapore.
Maybe your school, maybe school have
Every
it.
secondary
if you are
school or primary
NSF,
school has one.
if you are NSF, maybe you can see the army psychiatrist or counsellor.
Okay.
What do you call them?
Wait, isn't that trypophobia the one that you see on the internet, you know, like the one with the lotus roots and all that, and then people are like, I got trypophobia. I'm
Yes,
seeing holes."
and
Yep.
in my opinion, I feel that trypophobia is the most common self-proclaimed phobia. Usually people with phobia, right, don't go around telling people they got this phobia. I mean, we are not psychiatrists, so we cannot say whether they actually have it or not. But I feel that trypophobia is the one that people always like self-proclaim they have this phobia with a smile. Yeah, they will say
Okay.
that, oh, I got trypophobia with a smile in their face.
Okay.
You know, this type of people.
Hey guys, I got trypophobia.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I can just like slap them so hard they go back in time.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
No, actually don't
Okay,
slap them.
so I'm quite lucky that actually I said I have trypophobia, but I'm not smiling.
No, yours is more of a fear. That's what CT said.
Okay, fear, yes.
Yeah, usually people with phobia, when they got triggered, you will see their behavior will definitely change. Right? Their voice start to get shaky, they start sweating, perspiring profusely, they start to cry, they basically start to panic attack and stuff. They may like hyperventilating. So it's actually quite serious. And I feel that people may have misused the word phobia a lot lah, which may prevent people from seeking help.
Okay, since we're on the topic of phobia, CT, I remember back then, like quite a few years ago, if I'm not wrong, you told me that you have a friend that have germophobia. The guy that washes his hands like thoroughly until his hand just...
Or when he came out washing his hands and like...
Yeah,
is that a real phobia?
It's an actual phobia. The person actually have it. So basically, what he is he have germophobia. So he afraid of germs. So what he will do is
Wait, isn't that actually officially known as misophobia, not germophobia?
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, I think there's 2 terms for it.
Maybe.
I have no idea, man.
I mean, we'll just stick it to germophobia.
Yeah, I think it's the more common one.
Easier to recognize, like, germs phobia. Germs phobia.
Okay. We can go on with life. Can we
Anyways,
go
about
on with
your
life?
Yeah, about your okay.
Okay.
Anyway, about your
So they will wash their hand frequently and profusely. The point is that their skin is dry, scratchy, and maybe may cause some injuries. So actually, phobia may lead to other issue as well. Like one common one would be OCD, which have I think a very strong relationship with germophobia.
Phobias, right?
Yeah, like people with germophobia. So far, people that claim they got phobia are those that claim with a smile lah. So yeah, I haven't actually seen a actual episode of someone with a phobia, and I have never actually seen anyone with an actual phobia. I feel like a lot of people just proclaim that they have it. Usually, if someone actually come up to you and then say that they have a phobia, right, do not brush it off. If it's a real phobia, right, it means they really trust you. Then they tell you that they got this phobia. So do not brush it off. Do not laugh at them. Do not just say, yeah, I also have it. Yeah, with a smile. Don't do that. You want to get backhand? Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, backhand, back in time. Don't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's possible for people to have germophobia without OCD? Because for me, I think that OCD is also like somebody who likes to be very clean. So he washes his hand. So is it considered as OCD too?
I feel like there's a difference between that and germophobia. I feel that people that have germophobia can have OCD. But then OCD, Obsessive Compulsive Disorder, I believe it's its own mental disorder as well. So in general, right, the meaning of obsessive and compulsive, right, is like when the person feels the need to perform something, and that's where his compulsion starts. Or has the certain thoughts and he thinks about it every single day of his life. I feel that that's where, when you have OCD as a mental disorder in itself, right, it can either correlate with like germophobia or it can be its own big problem. Because I feel like, as usual also, there's a lot of people that claim that they have OCD, but actually they don't. You're just a perfectionist. That's what you are.
Wait. Did they claim they got OCD with a smile?
I think so. I think it's the same people.
Okay, with a smile, that is the catch. If they claim they got an issue with a smile, most likely they don't have.
Back in time.
You need to backhand them back in time.
Yeah, so basically OCD, right, is its own mental disorder, can be correlated with other phobias, and should also not be misused. I feel like it's also being misused as well.
I also feel so.
So what are the signs that people might have OCD?
So basically the people that think that they have OCD with a smile, yes, are actually perfectionists instead. An obsessive compulsive disorder can be someone that has an extreme form of perfectionism, but it must affect your daily life. Same as phobias. But being a perfectionist is a character trait. It's a personality trait where some people might strive for flawlessness and all that. You are not OCD if you think if you are or if you happen to have a perfectionist trait.
Yeah, it's okay once in a while just tell people that you are a perfectionist instead of saying that, I have OCD, which you clearly don't.
So actually from what you said, actually OCD and those people who are actually perfectionists, they have the same similarities?
Correct. They might have the same similarities because when you look at OCD and perfectionist, right, it looks roughly the same. The symptoms that they have may be the same. But then OCD, likewise for phobia, if you do it repeatedly, if in the case for germophobia, when they have this OCD to wash their hands multiple times until their hands start to bleed and all that, right, is where that is an extreme form of perfectionism. Perfectionism is a controlled concept. OCD is a controlled medical disorder. I think that's where the differences lie.
I see.
So if I hear people that claim they got OCD with a smile, right, what should I do?
I think you should also like backhand back in time them.
Okay.
Yeah, all those backhand back in time. Just kidding. Don't go and backhand them, please.
Yeah, don't slap people.
Don't find trouble.
It's illegal. And you can't even backhand, it's still the circuit breaker. So
Back in time though. Okay, because now right, for phobia and OCD, right, a lot of people is misusing the terms lah. I feel lah, like a lot of people claim that they got phobia or OCD with a smile. So
backhand back in time.
yes, but don't do it. So do you think that because people misusing the terms, right, will actually prevent people with the actual issue seeking help? Do you think that's the main reason?
I won't say it's the main reason.
Then so what do you think is the reason preventing them from seeking help?
Maybe social stigma, which is more of like, in simple terms, it's social pressure from
Okay.
from the environment and people who are close to them.
Okay.
In what way,
like their
like?
parents, their
Yeah,
friends.
because one of the
The friend?
difficulties for social stigmatization is that
stigmatization.
is that people who thinks that other perceive them differently, which makes them think that they are different from other people. So it's likely that they themselves may be stigmatized.
Oh, so in a way, like how to say, like
Whereby,
Like, maybe
one
I'm
example
crazy?
is like, how to say, but I'm having a fever. I go to see a doctor. People might think that, oh, you're just sick. It's normal for you to see a doctor. Whereby I think that I need help from a psychiatrist. I tell my friend I'm going to see a psychiatrist. They might think that,
oh, you crazy ah?
yeah, I'm crazy. Something wrong with you that you need to see a psychiatrist. Because whereby, how to say, people might think that people who go and visit a psychiatrist are people who are abnormal from others. That's why they will feel being left out,
Or
treated differently from others people.
so that's why there's this stigma or pressure lah that's around them.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
But
okay.
why do people view mental illness and physical illness differently though?
I mean, honestly, I don't.
This one, I mean,
I
time
can't
will heal.
really
Answer that.
answer that. But then I just think that just don't ostracize others who are seeking
because
help
they're
from
normal.
psychiatrists just because they are different from you.
Yeah, will
Just
you
treat them nicely, lah.
will you laugh at someone with cancer? Maybe, maybe. So you should not laugh at people with mental illness. Maybe.
Yeah, because it's,
Maybe.
it's seriously not a laughing matter.
Yeah, it's quite serious.
It's really
on serious
life and
note.
death, lah.
Okay, I heard of a saying before lah that people with, let's say, IMH record, they got a hard time looking for a job. Is it true though?
Yeah, I've heard also. I've heard like some companies won't hire these kind of people just because they are crazy in the head. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? Ivan?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, my viewers, my listeners.
Wait, you talking to who?
The listeners, right?
Wait, not these guys.
Yeah.
No, not you guys,
Oh.
like the listeners.
Say yeah.
Okay. So I guess in conclusion, right? Do you have it? OCD or phobia? What do you guys think?
Phobia and OCD is a actual disorder lah, which I feel that a lot of people misusing the terms. So before you all claim that you have a certain phobia or OCD, right? You stop and think for a bit before you actually say it lah. Because if you all say it with a smile, honestly, I would say to backhand you all back in time lah. But it actually may sound ignorant in my opinion lah.
So I think going off on that also, I feel like if any of you guys have a problem, or you guys think you have a problem, right? Do seek help. There are some sites online that have counseling hotlines that allow you to understand whether you have a mental disorder like OCD or phobia or not. And you don't have to share it with everyone if you don't want to, but just keep in mind that there are people that want to help you. I think we are in a modern generation where people are more open and willing to help you.
And there's actually a lot of people just like you.
Yeah, so don't be afraid to see a psychiatrist. Ignore what other people say to you. Just be yourself. Be confident about yourself. Go see a psychiatrist. Solve the issue as soon as possible.
Cliche.
And also, if you smile, if you claim that you have and you smile, backhand back in time.
But don't actually do it though, unless you want to go to, another place.
You mean Rolex?
Oh yeah, relax.
Okay, so finally, we've come to the end of our podcast. And for you guys to know that all these are done by research. We are not real psychiatrists. So we'll leave the links down right at our Facebook page.
And the
So
descriptions.
yes, so feel free to go and take a look. And if you guys have any comments or any other topics that you want us to talk about, feel free to
Share
let
with
us
us.
know. Yeah, share with us. And remember to like our videos and share our podcast. Thank you.
See you!
Bye bye.
Backhand back in time.